to LTTV. Shout out to LTTV.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, let's get right into this one. All right, so DJ Akademiks is getting called out by Blueface. He went on his live stream and elaborated on the situation because his ex-girlfriend, the same girlfriend that he was in Fresh and Fit's condo lobby arguing with, the one he was protecting from getting mopped from their security, that very same one where he was like, I'm the prize, and is trying to boss up on that one. The same girl that Fresh told him to leave after because she will compromise the brand and everything. And he said he would, but we can clearly see it on in the reaction that we did. I reacted to this whole thing like probably a month and a half ago. Probably longer than that. I don't even know the dates. I got to go to the channel and see that. But he capped like he got rid of her for the brand, for the public image. Meanwhile, this nigga was still simping, allowed her to delete his Rumble account. You know what? Let's react to this and let's break it down as we go on. What up, everybody in the chat? What up, Gary Smith? Let's get it.
What up, YouTube? What up, Facebook? We now on your Rumble today. Probably be back on it tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna just get straight into all of this shit. First and foremost, I think my Discord been shut down. I'm gonna get it back up after this. You feel me? However, I just want to kind of get some, let me tell you this. I'm gonna say something which y'all have heard me say before, but I'm gonna keep saying this constantly. Before anybody ever exposed me, I'll expose myself and that other person. Nobody could ever expose me about nothing in life. And I've protected people, especially because I know I'm a public figure, and I don't care if they say left.
Now we're gonna have a little bit of background music during this reaction, a light instrumental in the back. We're gonna switch it up because this nigga's copyrights are undefeated currently. I've been getting mocked by his copyrights, the Quarter Lab. These guys do their job. I want to be able to react with this without getting a copyright claim because they do their copyrights the proper way. There's a copyright business in the way to handle it, where you claim the content, where you get monetized for their content that they're reacting to. That's the way Akademiks and a bunch of other people do it the right way, by the book, where they hire a third party to do it. This goes back into the last reaction where people are fraudulently putting claims on motherfuckers. But let's get into this. Or strikes on motherfuckers.
Right, good, bad, anything about me. But, at some points it kind of get too far. And when obviously it gets into the public sphere, you got to start, me, I'm very honest with my audience. So I'm going to just keep it a beat. First and foremost, I just got back from getting a restraining order against an individual that I used to be with. Right? I had to get a restraining order against, and by the way, first and foremost, I want to start by apologizing because through everything I'm gonna say, I'm taking full and complete accountability that all of these things, no matter how crazy it sounds, is the byproduct of me making wrong decisions when picking a woman to deal with. 100%. So I want that to be the backdrop for y'all to know that this isn't feel bad for act time. This ain't feeling bad for act time. This is, just like y'all have held me accountable for a lot of things. This is for y'all to be like, yo,
we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Nobody in the chat feels sorry for Ak once he finishes his story. Everybody in the chat in his comment section are currently calling him a simp, a bad decision maker, somebody that's not reliable as a source to speak on relationships with women. His chat and his comment section are going in on him because they seen this coming. You were in the club yelling, "I'm the prize," or in the hallway yelling, "I'm the prize." Your girl was in the club trying to compete with for attention with you. She was basically twerking in front of other dudes, in front of people, not on other dudes, but in front of them, trying to get all the attention. We have this on the channel. Go back on the channel and y'all could see this. We reacted to this. This nigga, he capped. He act like he got rid of her. So all this, I'm gonna be accountable for this, nigga. You should. Let's get back into this. This is bad. It gets a lot worse, especially when the STDs get involved or the STIs.
Right? Y'all have seen other instances.
What up, Pebbles? What up, Eddie? Let's get it.
With me, with previous women.
Y'all make sure you hit the like button upon entry. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed.
Where, shit just always went left. I'm going to give you a brief explanation, not everything, but I'll give you pretty much some of the important parts. So today, an individual took the liberty to, I think go in my Discord and start, putting out certain things that they felt, and by the way, let me not go on tangents. They felt that could affect me, right? And these things include a lot of things that ain't true. But this is an individual who's been trying to play the game of, if you leave me, I know you a public figure and I'm a woman, so I'm going to hold those things against you. And I'm just trying to say, this is why the stream is called Free Akademiks, because I'm going to be honest, I feel a sense of relief with now everything public, because now I could actually just speak on it and tell the truth. Because when you have a particular person who is, trying to either blackmail you, and I won't call it necessarily blackmail, but they're constantly threatening you like, yo, you know what? I'll make people think blah, 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 or yo, whatever, to help ruin your public image if you don't stay with me, if you don't do this.
Yeah, those are the times where you gotta fill in the whatevers. What could she actually hold against you? What is the whatevers? I don't know, man. This was clear a while ago.
That type of stuff can't be tolerated. I've always said we can't negotiate with them type of shit like that. But it also gets complicated because it's a relationship. Anyway, I want to give some quick timelines, and I'm gonna get to the meat and potatoes shit, and then I'll probably add some ancillary things. So today, the person somehow this is my house. It's like 4 stories, big as hell. I have a whole basement, which is just huge, and I have multiple other floors. I have 2 offices in here, so this person just been intrusive too much. If you ever been with a girl, there's certain limits that and by the way, I've never spoke on these things because when you in some type of situations, and you're dealing with someone that's not a public figure, they're gonna ask you like, yo, bro, please, could you not embarrass me? And I'd rather take the blame because I know I signed up for this life.
What?
You moved a girl in. You made her your girlfriend. You moved her in your house, and you still have to give her those type of speeches to understand that you're a public figure. You don't need that embarrassment. It already happened. The Fresh and Fit incident already happened. Why wasn't she kicked to the curb from that point? This guy is being unaccountable because he's saying that she held him hostage pretty much. Oh, she would have done X, Y, and Z. She would have said this would have happened or this, with blanks with no filling in. Pause. It's weird, man. Let's get back into this. A lot of excuses, a lot of simping.
But again, I'm only addressing these things because this person has thrusted everything into the public. So, let me give you the context. I've been dealing with somebody that I met over a year ago, a little bit over a year ago, year and a month ago. That's been just super obsessive. I think they think being in a relationship means they control me. I'm gonna just be flat out and frank. I don't believe that I believe most of their motive in what they see is mostly opportunity. They're like, okay, I got with this guy. He got a lot of shit. I want to make sure that I'm here, and I want to somehow secure me being here, and everything else that could be a threat to me being here. You know, so obviously possessiveness come into play. Now, I'm gonna tell you some ways how that shit manifests. And by the way, I'm gonna give that has nothing to do with the events today, but it got to give you the backdrop of what I've been dealing with, which I've never shared with y'all. Y'all all know I have a Lamborghini. I have some rare exotic R8. I got another crazy car. I got mad cars. This person putting mad trackers, like some police shit, on all my vehicles, trying to make sure they could clock my whereabouts. And really, you know, to be very fair, she was doing it saying, well, I could know if he's at a hotel with a chick or something like that.
You knew her for a year and a half. You moved her in. You thought that she was opportunistic and that she's trying to secure a bag. You moved her in. She put all these trackers on your car. She had that incident at Fresh and Fit. Why did it have to come to all of this? Big simping?
Big App is here now. Also, I'm going to give another very broad disclaimer. I think after I tell a story, I only want you to take one thing away. All right, at least I keep it real. Y'all probably going to say I'm a piece of shit. And I admit, I'm a piece of shit. But I'm going to give it all, okay? As I said, I'd rather y'all just be like, damn, you a piece of shit. But some of these things don't justify, you know what I mean? Like, whether you love somebody or whether you're in a relationship with somebody, you can't really take advantage of these things to try to, like, you know, hurt them in certain ways. So anyway, this person put trackers in my car, always trying to get my phone. Like, I got mad computers in here, always trying to sneak into something, trying to read my...
If you watch DJ Akademiks streams, there's times where she would just randomly walk by in the background. And that's how we knew it was the same chick from that club incident.
My emails, read my mail. Anytime you got a woman that's with you that's, you know what I mean, just kind of all in your business, you know what I mean, for whatever reason, it's usually nothing good that's going to come out of it. Also, secondly, and this is where I also take it, I always take blame for this. I usually begin with these chicks, they don't got nothing to do. They wake up in the morning, the house is made, we got maids, we got all type of shit. They got nothing to do, then look up and just look at me and say, this is my focus all day, every day. Remember what I tell y'all? Idle mind? Like, I've been even telling myself this, man. Sometimes these chicks need a job, bro. Idle mind, they don't do nothing but indulge in the devil's playground. So that's my fault, though, because that's the chicks I'm choosing, right? Anyway, I'm having a person who's doing all of that. I'm also a person who's, you know, for whatever reason, because I don't know how she gets down normally where she's from, she feels the appropriate way if she sees some infidelity is for her to show up, jump on girls, beat them up. You feel me? Like, it was a situation I was at, like, this is the first time I realized she had a tracker on my car. I'm at, like, the Cheesecake Factory just getting drinks.
Stop it. Get some help.
Now, this motherfucker said this is the first time he realized that he had a tracker on the car, and that's the point that you didn't leave her? The point you found the tracker in your car wasn't the point that you said, fuck this bitch, I'm out? This nigga's tripping.
Come out, shorty parked right next to my car. I'm like, oh, damn. Now she see a girl that was with me kind of trailing behind. Bang, bang, instantly. Krishan Rock shit. I'm like, yo, trying to talk to her like, yo, you know, they got cameras around here, like, it's not even the type of shit I want to be on, but, you know, trying to, like, talk some sense in her type shit. Don't get it. I bet. Go to Miami. I go there for work. We go to Fresh and Fit this and third. You know what I mean? This person's, like, insecure. You know what I mean? Miami, let me tell you this. For a lot of y'all women, if y'all have boyfriends, y'all don't even want to, if your boyfriend lit, don't even go to Miami with him. It's going to bring out insecurity in you. All you're going to see is chicks that you think can replace you. Also, women, I want to put this message out there again. I'm a piece of shit. I'm telling you the truth. But I do want to send a message to women. Y'all got to love yourselves. If you think your only existence is trying to keep this individual to be with you, you don't love yourself enough. You got to know your worth. You could go get, like this chick is beautiful.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right, this is what happens. Niggas get into a relationship. They deal with a singular and individual woman that has these traits. And then you get on the camera after it goes wrong and be like, women, you got to do something with yourself. You got to do X, Y, and Z. It's like, nigga, what are you doing? You're overqualifying a girl that ain't qualified because you're simping. The girl ain't really want you for you. It's quite evident. And you're just hanging on. Let's get back into this.
Beautiful, by the way. Go get any type of nigga you want. Like, I'm not the only fish in the sea. And also, if I'm not doing the things that is cool with how our relationship could be, you should be dipping. Not trying to force the issue. You feel me? Also, you can't be around me 24/7. I go to Miami, you want to be up under my arm. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go check on my homies at Fresh and Fit. You want to be up on my arm just because you're like, I don't want you to see another chicken, blah, blah, blah. All right, whatever, fuck it, cool. We go to Komodo one night. This is right after I just did some big shit. This is work. I'm going, like, anytime you see anything announced to me, man, it's multi-million dollars of deals I'm signing. Like, bro, I gotta eat out here. I'm doing my thing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm one of the people that's an internet creator. I'm trying to pave a way also. You know, I take criticism. I ain't perfect. I keep telling you I'm a piece of shit. I bet. We go there. We supposed to have a good time. Man, she getting upset, like, at very little things. Like, women coming up to me. Women like, yo, oh, shit, I remember I met you here. Look at a picture of us that we took. You remember me? She getting mad. I don't think I'm doing nothing wrong. Everybody, by the way, everything I'm saying, all of these public things are backed up by everybody. There's nobody that's in the circles that we roll in that would be like, oh no, Aqua's tripping. Cool. What happened is we go out, a bunch of Fresh and Fit chicks was hanging with us. Girls coming up in my face, blah blah. She get mad. She hit me in the face type of shit. But I'm a dude. I guess she a little drunk. She can't.
And see, this is why you know it's the same girl. This is why you know it's the same girl that he was on air saying, oh, I'm Akademiks. I always keep it real with my audience. I'm getting rid of this girl, X, Y, and Z. Fresh was on the phone saying, yeah, you got to get rid of her. You did the same thing with me with Miranda. You held me to the fire. You got to get rid of her. That's bad for the brand. This guy capped through his teeth acting like he was going to do that, like he was that guy. Meanwhile, he's at home simping. She's still there. Right now, she's gone, allegedly. You don't know what to believe. It's like Blueface and Krishan.
Really
niggas be lying.
Migos, you know, I be off the Migos type regular, so I'm not even type whatever. Like, yo, why all these girls in your face? I'm like,
the chat says, nigga, address the allegation. You got herpes? Everybody was wondering. We're going to get to that shortly, hopefully.
you know, these are fans. I don't know these chicks. They're fans. They want pictures. Like, they probably seen me as a meme. I don't know what they want. They want pictures. Cool. She all in my face. Obviously, it's a girl. It's in your public. You can't really do nothing, right? So you can raise your voice, but you can't do nothing. One of the girls that was with the other...
Once again, you can do something. You could simply leave the chick. Girls that exhibit those types of behaviors as a public figure, there's no tolerance. Niggas got to lift their standards up a little bit.
Crowd. Well, not with the other crowd. They came with us. But they play security for like Fresh and Fit. They see how the chick wilding on me. Remember, you can't put your hands on nobody, especially a woman. One of them chicks hauled off and hit her. That's where you see that viral moment. I'm trying to get in the middle of it, like, yo, chill out. Like, I get it. I don't really agree that nobody should be ever putting their hands on her, but like, still, like, you realize if you not acting out like this, it don't happen. Anyway, it go beyond that. Cool. And I think it kind of gets to like, you know, more of the relevant shit now. Now, I'm going to tell y'all some shit that's going to alarm you, but I'm going to keep it a beam. You feel me? All right. So today, what led to the whole thing is that we ain't been seen eye to eye. I've been trying to sleep in other rooms. I let her keep the master. I'm like, I'm about to just go. I just streamed. I played Fortnite after her. I'm like, I'm about to just kick it in one of my other rooms. Nah, she want to like come cuddle up and shit like that. I'm like, man, we beefing, man. I ain't really on that type shit, right? So we just haven't been seen eye to eye. Today I'm about to go do an interview. I did an interview with Vlad. She want to come. I'm like, nah, I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't want to travel with you right now. Somehow she got access to my Ring camera. She see like me with a chick at my spot. And that's when she did the Discord shit. But I got to rewind to how we got to that. Early in the day, right? And
Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. 20 seconds back.
Come. I'm like, nah, I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't want to travel with you right now. Somehow she got access to my Ring camera. She see like me with a chick at my spot. And that's when she did the Discord shit. But I got to rewind to how.
Okay, so she has trackers in your vehicles, all your vehicles. She has access to your cameras in your crib. She sees you cheating with another chick. Let's get into this.
How we got to that. Early in the day, right? And again, there's a lot to be told. Shit. It's a lot to be told. So she tell me her brother is in town, and her brother wanted to come to my headquarters. I'm like, bro, I don't even want you there. I don't want him there. Then she tell me, if you don't know, y'all been know my mom here. My mom here, my brother here. My brother's painting a room for me right now. I'm like, yo, I was gonna pay somebody, but my brother be doing handyman shit because he owned an apartment. Like, well, like he owned a house and an apartment shit. So like he be.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Once again, rookie mistakes. Nigga, you said you moved her in. She lives there. She's collecting mail there. That's her address too now. These niggas, I don't understand what's wrong with these niggas. You're moving a girl in and now that's not her place. So she wants to bring her family members over and you're like, nah, fuck all of that X, Y, and Z. You're trying to take this, like, what you playing games, nigga. Why the hell do you move this girl in? This ain't a serious relationship. You're cheating on her with other girls. You're trying to get her to accept it when she clearly ain't fucking with this. This is some bullshit. What's wrong with these niggas? These niggas is lost.
Doing all that shit getting his bread. So I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna pay a stranger. I'm gonna just have my brother do it and pay him. So he been here, my mom here. We all kicking it. Now I also got to add a little bit, and the story gonna sound all over the place. When I met her last January, I ain't gonna lie, I did fuck up. I remember bringing her to my house, like she sized me up. I could tell. She was just like, nigga, you live here? Alone? No kids? Nigga, and it was just like, you ever seen the memes? It was like dollar signs, like, nigga, she ain't left since. Swear. Bet. Cool. I ain't saying nothing. And by the way, now I was fucking with her, so I don't want to act like I was never fucking with her. I'm just talking. I'm showing you how the behavior just kind of got from bad to worse type shit. All right, so remember I ain't rocking with her recently. By the way, here's another thing. Remember last night? Last night I'm streaming, my shit going crazy. Bro, come to find out, bro, she came in here and she was plugging out my internet. I didn't know it was her. Like she's in a different part of the house plugging the shit out. I guess she wanted to argue. You know when a woman wants to argue with you, she don't even understand the concept that I'm doing work. Bro, like you think this house and all them cars and all them Louis V shit that I be buying, like, nigga, you think all these millions, I gotta work. Like,
This is the girl that you took serious enough after a year and a half to move her into your crib, start a serious relationship with her, forgive her after all those L's from the Fresh and Fit lobby. This is the chick doing all this crazy shit, and you're making excuses? Okay, let's.
Oh, workaholic. Nigga, she playing stupid games. Tripping. You wake up, got nothing to do all day. All you doing is stalking me to see if I'm smashing other girls. And then now I get to the part where I got to work for the night. You plugging my internet. What's up? Again, I didn't realize that till today because I'm like, what happened? Then I realized I looked at my camera. She plugging shit out because she want to argue. So that's why I went last night, man. I'm lit
this is
after
so
stream.
bad. What is
play a
wrong
little
with
Fortnite and I'm going to sleep. She mad because she want to argue with me. What she want to argue about? She been saying that me and my family are bullying her in here. Now, a lot of this info gonna be like really personal, but I gotta give this info because she's brought it to light and it's making, I don't want nobody to misconstrue what's actually happening and think something else. All right, where should I start? So we're arguing because 2 days ago, at 6 o'clock, we weren't really beefing then. At 6 o'clock, I wake up. And when I wake up, hold on. All right. When I wake up at 6 o'clock, there's policemen at my door. All right? There's policemen at my door. What the hell? My mama answered the door and come get me. Like, yo, wake up. Son, there's police. 6 o'clock. Bet. I go to talk to the police. I'm like, yo, what's up? Why y'all here? 6 o'clock. The police gonna look at me and say, yo, we got a call. She said, is there a young lady?
Why didn't you get your mom her own spot? Why is your mom living in your crib? Why you have all that money, right? Why didn't you get her own spot? That's what I don't understand. Why is your mom living with you?
in the house named blah, blah, blah? I said, yeah, what's the problem? She told my girl. You told my girl. My ex, whatever. He said, well, we got a call from her mama saying last night she took a pill and she ain't been responding to her since. I'm looking at the cop, like, first of all, like, I don't even want no cop showing up to my house randomly unless I called them. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't anti-police, but I don't want no, I want no random police just showing up. So I'm looking up. So I go up, I wake her up, I say, yo, go talk to because the police basically said, we want to make sure she's all right. So wellness check. I said, all right, yo, could you go talk to the cops? Anyway, she talks to the police. And I have to get into some personal stuff. I'm warning y'all. And our argument started because I told her, yo, she's a mixed girl. I'm black. Her mama white. I said, your mama white calling cops to pop up at my house and making it sound like you're either about to commit suicide or something. Bro, they coming in here thinking I'm on some shit. You can't have your mama who don't live in the state sending random cops to my house at 6 o'clock. If your mama thinks she could get access to you on the phone at 6 a.m., bro, this is crazy. So this is gonna go into, and this is why I'm kind of scatterbrained a little bit, but I'm gonna make it make sense. In reality, bro, ever since I met her a year ago, bro, she don't go see her family. She's just been under my arm. She don't want me to, like, in her thing, she's like, yo, I gotta make sure this nigga not fucking no other girls. I gotta make sure nobody replaces me. I gotta make sure whatever. So she ain't going to see her mom.
Why does she have to continuously make sure that you're not fucking no other girls? This is a girl that you're taking serious to the point where you moved her into your crib, and she's living there while your mom's living there, and you met her family and all that, and she's constantly worried about you fucking other bitches. Did you give her the understanding that this is an open relationship on your end? What is this nigga's been listening to too many red pill podcasts.
If she'll ask me like, yo, you want to go down there? They having like a birthday party for somebody. You want to go with me? I'll be like, that's your family. You go. If I say no, she not going. So she not kicking with her family, period. So again, when me and her start arguing after the cops came, I said, you know why your mama is calling the cops, right? To my house. I said, first of all, I don't want no white woman calling the cops to my house randomly. Like, bro, police running into a black man in this neighborhood. Like, granted, they all know me now, but still, like, come on, bro. Like, stop. I'm saying to her, I'm like, yo, the reason why your mama's doing that is because you don't spend no time with her. I said, look at my mom. She been here staying for 2 weeks. My mom here, man. I'm cleaning the house, walking my dogs. She's over here. They're watching the game right downstairs.
All right, so I guess she was just staying there for 2 weeks. She doesn't live there. I'm not sure. Let's get into this.
My family know I'm busy. I can't really go to their house, so they come to me. But you got to spend family time. She don't want to spend no family time. You know why? She's like, as soon as I leave, or by the way, she'll do this. If she leaves, she don't want to tell when she coming back, because she's like, I know you're gonna fly a girl out, and like I got to keep you off your toes. I'm like, come on, like what type of childish shit are you on with that? Like, you think you could like for all women who listen to me, you'll never stop a man from cheating if you want to do that. Not saying I'm cool with cheating or nothing, but if a man wants to be intimate with other women, you can never stop it. That's just reality. I'm telling y'all to protect your own peace. All right, so bet. So I'm telling her, I say, yo, you should spend some time with your mom. I said, look, my mom been here. I said, I think what you should do is go spend a week with your mom, man. Like, make her feel good, man. Like, make your mom, like, bro, like, you're in your early 20s. You moved out to just come live with a nigga. You know what I believe her mom is thinking? Yo, this nigga in his 30s just won't let my daughter come back home to even see me. Like, they grew you their whole life. So I'm telling her, go. She ain't trying to go. So anyway, I said that to her. Then my mom said, so I told my mom, I said, Mom, she won't listen to me. Because if I tell her to spend some time with her own mother, you know what she says? You about to go fuck some bitches. So she ain't going. So I said, Mom, could you tell her that if a parent is calling, right, is calling the police to go do wellness checks, maybe you should probably communicate with that parent a little bit more. She said, my mom is bullying her now. Whatever. Anyway, I got to go back a little further. And this is where some character issues, by the way, there's always been red flags, but character issues start to present themselves. Now, trigger warning for everybody, and I'm trying to make sure I sound sensitive with this. but I'm also this is my life, and I always allow it to be for public consumption. So I don't care that much, but I want to protect also her. And by the way, as I told y'all, I got a restraining order against her. Like, I did everything in my possible to make sure she ain't get locked up. I ain't trying to put her in jail, nothing like that. I'm just tired of the bullshit. You feel me? You can't force yourself on me. You can't, like, you know, like, I've given her many options. Yo, I help you move on to another situation that you could live somewhere else. She's like, nah, if I'm leaving here, you got to get an eviction notice. The law in Jersey goes, and I'm going to give a tip to anybody who lives potentially with a woman. If a woman get mail at your crib, you can, and by the way, y'all going to start realizing a lot of stuff I talk about has been hinting towards what's going on with me. I just never said it because I'm protecting her. A chick receive mail at your crib, bro, you got to go to the courts to get her out. If she don't want to get out. Has been hinting towards what's going on with me. I just never said it because I'm protecting her.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, I knew I heard a fabrication somewhere in there. Let's get back into this.
Chick receive mail at your crib, bro, you got to go to the courts to get her out. If she don't want to get out. So if like...
That's what I'm saying. You moved her in. She's receiving mail at your crib. Like, she literally lives here. That's her address now. She ain't paying no bills, but that's her address. You fucked up, sir. You see how these niggas do all this bullshit to these girls and qualified girls that were never supposed to be in the position to be in that to be that girlfriend, that never really liked you for you, was trying to be an opportunist the whole time, was fucking around, doing all sorts of bullshit, competing for attention, and then you're cheating on her with all these other girls, gaslighting the girl, and then you throw it at a this is just another representation of flawed leadership. And then she's biracial, so she has a white mom calling the white mother calling police on you, a new type of petrification from a nigga like him. Different elements in his relationship that he didn't consider prior to getting that deep in the relationship. No excuses for her. She crazy, though. She's absolutely crazy when it comes to this looking through the system to see the cameras and the GPS trackers and shit. But as a man, you got to know better. You got to know which type of chicks to avoid. Let's get back into this.
When you have a chick saying, nah, I live here now, I ain't leaving.
Let's get these likes up, y'all.
I told him, like, yo, bro, like, you got your whole family in another place. We not together. We beefing. Like, why you want to stay at the house? Nah, I'm not leaving. You know what she said? I had my mom come over to talk to her. You know what she said? Yo, well, me and him argue all the time, but we always get back together. We love each other. And I'm like, now, granted, I'm going to be also honest.
All right, my bad, y'all. This nigga's taking forever to get to the STD claims. So let's see what Blueface said on Twitter before we get into this long-winded story. Oh, this is the response. Oh, shit, there's the picture of that. I don't want that on the screen, too. I gotta move that down. There is a picture we're gonna get into. I need to edit that a little bit. There's a picture that Blueface put out of his stomach with some shit on it. That's what they're commenting on. They said the FUPA, excuse me, Jonathan Jamal Porter, the only thing that treats herpes is Valtrex. Well, let me get to the tweet of Blueface because he said something. Hold on, I'm pulling up the wrong files. Shit. All right, so I don't have the tweet in this folder right now. I'm gonna come back to that. My bad, y'all. Let's get back into this video. Rare fail, but let's get back into it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I've also told her to get out before, and then I ain't gonna lie, she ain't get out, and shit.
Fuck is that?
Man, lonely nights, whatever. Not calling no lonely nights. I ain't trying to make it look like that weird. Cause I rocked heavy with her. I just can't rock with the crazy shit. I can't rock with the crazy shit. So I ain't gonna like try to play her at all. We did eventually got cool time and time again. But again, that's what I'm taking blame. I allowed this bad behavior to get to now. I bet. One time, and now I'm gonna fill in a gap, but I'm gonna start from the beginning. One time, we were beefing. One time. Mad crazy beef. We ain't really talk to each other. I'm cool with the side. Like I love, like, man, I work all day. I love streaming. I play my Fortnite, man. I don't need to be talking to no chick all day. You feel me? I think she's been wanting to play, like, you know, house and all that type of stuff, which is cool. But, like, I've repeatedly told her. Now, let me also, because I know there's some women in here. This is where...
What?
Nigga said play house. Nigga, you moved her in.
Y'all need to. I know. I said I'm not shit. I'm not shit. But let me add this in. I did meet her in January. In September, I just kind of realized how the situation was. I said, I think we should separate. Because, you know, yo, I like in reality, most niggas be cheating, but like they ain't gonna get caught. I ain't gonna lie, this chick better than FBI. She would have found like, she would have found motherfucking Bin Laden in like 30 seconds, my nigga. She got trash. She got everything, my nigga. So I told her, I said, listen, I think we should end this relationship and separate because if we stay together, I'm gonna be honest, this is the only way it could work. I'm probably gonna be like messing with a chick from time to time. Now you my main girl. I broke it down to her like that. I ain't gonna lie. That's, by the way, last time when I tell her NLE chopper shit, that shit was mad mirroring what happened with me. But you know, like I don't like no chick going online and doing some weird shit. Like we ain't about to play. I don't get paid for that shit. Like y'all need to go on Zeus. I ain't going on no Zeus. So
silence, you fool.
You stupid.
This is what I said. This nigga too much red pill podcast. You moved her in. You established a quote unquote serious relationship with her. And then you said you got to accept the cheating. You're going to be the main chick, but you got to accept some cheating. And then you wonder why she put GPS trackers on your whip. She was accessing your camera in your crib, doing all this crazy shit, leading to one moment, y'all. I'm going to pull it up right now.
you know what I mean? And also, you can't start, NLE Chop is a rapper. Like, when it's come to me, chicks trying to threaten shit because they're trying to almost end your life.
Blueface put out these photos. Blueface, DJ Akademiks, alleged herpes outbreak. I think Blueface might be right. Blueface is pretty much saying that Akademiks fucked with the wrong chick, and Akademiks is going to get into that story of him just running to the doctor and taking medicine blindly without actually taking a test or asking questions, which sounds suspicious. This nigga went to the washroom. Pause. This sounds like some burning. This sounds filthy. The hell is going on, Ak? Let's hear this. Let's explain what's going on, Ak.
Too. So I told her that. I said, listen, this is the only way we could continue. I said, if you gonna be playing dick police, and if I fuck a chick, I ain't saying I'm just trying to fuck every chick. Actually, I give her an option. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, bruh, for the last 2 years, I've been really just doing my thing. And this is TMI, but I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I don't care how y'all need to judge me. I say, if we not doing threesomes a decent regular time, because that's what I've been doing for the last 2 years of my life with any girl who I met, I'm probably just gonna do my thing on the side. I'm gonna not try to be disrespectful, but that's what I'm gonna do. Now, I said, I don't want you to agree to any one of those. I'm giving you the chance to leave. Like, you could just, this is the time for you to leave because I don't want to lie to you no more. I want everything up front. She's not leaving. She's not trying to leave. So she said, let me think about it. She takes a week and thinks about it. A week. She says, okay, I agree that we could do this, but I don't want you to smash chicks behind my back. I ain't gonna lie. Truth be told, we did a threesome. That shit, like, she hated that bitch in 20 seconds, nigga. Like, she been threatening to kill that chick, you know what I mean? And then that's what she be doing the most, because she be, like, taking videos and trying to send, like, you can't be sending nude videos or sexual videos of women like that. Like, you tweaking. Anyway. So that's been the nature of our relationship, right? Since September. Cool. We had a bad fight probably about a month ago. And fight mean like, yo, we just not fucking with each other. You know what I mean? Like, we arguing. There's no good times. Shorty going, then again, I told you, bro, I ain't capping like I didn't have a lot of feelings for her. We made up. We had makeup sex. I ain't gonna lie. I nutted in her. Real talk. After.
Stop it. Get some help.
You hear this dumbass nigga? What the fuck? We had makeup sex. I nutted in her. After everything you just said, are you?
A lot of feelings for her. We made up. We had makeup sex. I ain't gonna lie. I nutted in her. Real talk. After that happened, it's how makeup sex be like. Makeup sex be lit for no reason. You know what I mean? And that's why sometimes men like me stay in toxic relationships, because I ain't gonna lie. Makeup sex be having the pussy feel like new shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. Anyway, I nutted in her, whatever. I basically went and got a plan B. I gave her the plan B. And this is where, there's a million instances of manipulativeness.
We see this happen all the time. And you're going to put all the accountability on her instead of taking accountability. You nutted in her. That was your choice, your decision. Now you're going to be, oh, she didn't take the plan B on time. Now we got to go to the chop shop type shit. You put the onus on her instead of being an accountable man. Talking about makeup sex like some little bitch. Like, what are we talking about out here? What the fuck is going on? This is exactly why the comment section is the way it is. Everybody's cooking them. Let's get back into this.
Happening. This is where the bullshit ramped up a level. I gave it a plan B, whatever. Everything is cool. We're back cool again for a week. At the end of a week, we start arguing. Every time we argue, I give her the option. I said, this is my house. I bought it cash. You came from wherever you came. You could go back. I'm just giving you the option. You could leave. I always tell women, you could leave. I ain't holding nobody against they will.
Once again, kick her out. Don't tell her you can leave. Kick her out. Tell her it's time to go. Relationship done. Pack up.
She then drops the bomb on me. She says, why would I leave? I'm like, oh my God, this again? She says, why would I leave when I'm about to be pregnant? What do you mean you about to be pregnant? She sends me a picture of the plan B I gave her on the bed. She ain't never take the plan B. Bro, y'all know the stories I've told y'all. I ain't been through this before. I don't know if she be listening to me and like, oh, I'm going to do the same thing. Cool. I bet. I'm like, bro, like, yo, what type of shit you really on? Anyway, we start beefing again because I'm like, yo, you lying to me about this? Whatever. We kind of get cool. We kind of forget about it. I'm hoping she like not pregnant or some shit like that. She catches me with another chick. She pops back out. She says, yo. Or actually, she hit the girl up. She like, yo, you fucking on my man, blah, 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 blah. And you know I'm pregnant. You ain't shit. The girl hit me up like, yo, your girl pregnant? I'm like, because I ain't gonna lie, the other chick definitely knew about her. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, what? She then drops a sonogram on the counter in my kitchen. I'm like, man, this chick is a manipulator and a liar. She probably not even really pregnant. Remember the other story I told you? I'm like, chick was whatever, cool. All right, bet. Time keep going. I ain't gonna lie. Shit kind of looking a little bit, I can't tell. She like going back and forth to wherever she came from, but she got mad paperwork and shit coming now. She basically said, yo, we finna have a kid. I said to her, and this is, ladies, if any ladies watching, I told y'all, I ain't shit. But I'm going to be honest, I'm speaking as a man. And I'm speaking as somebody who, listen, I ain't no nigga who wouldn't take care of responsibilities, but you're not going to finesse me type shit.
Nah, you got to rephrase that. You got to run that sentence back. You grown male. You can't be a representation of black men acting like this. Having these conversations in a relationship space, hopping on Fresh and Fit, pause. Grilling Brittany Renner on her decisions. And then this is what you come out with in your outcome? What are we doing here?
God
Who are these niggas?
So when she told me, she's like, yo, I'm definitely pregnant and blah, blah, blah. I said, I think you should get rid of that junk. She said, why? I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel you're finessing me into having a baby with you.
No, you ain't.
Nigga, you nutted in this girl. You moved her in. You moved her in. She's staying at the same crib as your mom. You moved her in. You nutted in her. Now you're saying she's finessing you into a baby because of some makeup sex? This is the epitome of unaccountability. Once again.
She says, how? I said, bro, if I gave you the plan B and you didn't take it and you were manipulative enough for a week later to show me a picture of you not taking it, bro, I'm not even agreeing. I ain't gonna say I ain't none of you, but like, I ain't agreed to, like, I thought we agreed that we were gonna do the plan B.
She took a picture of herself not taking it. No respect. She don't give a fuck about you. No respect for this nigga. Wow. That's crazy.
She was like, well, I knew you was going to act up and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, back again with the manipulation tactics, using these things, trying to keep me in a situation. Fine. So that's what she says. I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't going to lie to you. I be ruthless a little bit, but my mind be on some other shit. Women, I ain't shit. I told her, I said, listen, I'm probably not going to be in a relationship with you if you have this child. And y'all can think that's me coercing. That's what it was. You're not about to finesse semen out of me. What I mean, well, not finesse semen, but you're not about to finesse a baby out of me in the sense of you're supposed to take the plan B, you didn't, and then now you want me to be like, oh, let's play happy ever after. No, we're not gonna do that, nigga. You finesse me, nigga. You're a liar. Like, you're not about to get your perfect family building it on a lie. Not gonna happen. Not with me. So I told her that.
What the fuck were you thinking when you moved her in? Yo, what is going on here?
Now we're not talking again. What next happens? She hit me up one day. Hey, could you take me to Planned Parenthood? I ain't finna keep it a bit because we're not. What I mean, we're not talking. We're walking past each other for like weeks, like nothing. Like we live in the same house.
This is exactly how it happens. This is exactly how it happens. When niggas blame women and be like, oh, they made me a father and I didn't want to be a father. But what are all these the indications of a relationship leading somewhere? You're just leading these women astray. And you act the victim when shit goes left, when you're nutting in them. Like they could just extract that from you while you're asleep or something. Well, they can do that actually. But shit. That's not what happened here.
Then I think we're still sleeping in the same bed, like opposite sides, man. We ain't got my dick don't even get hard once you start telling me them type of lies. So she comes, she's like, bring me to Planned Parenthood. Cool. I take her to Planned Parenthood. I remember. I ain't gonna lie. I'll even give you all the date of all that shit happened. All that shit happened with no jumper. Nigga, I'm in the car outside of Planned Parenthood, like watching this shit. Like, damn, Adam, you fucked up. I'm gonna keep it up being. I'm always gonna tell you. She come out. By the way, we went to like motherfucking. I don't know. She picked a Planned Parenthood in the hood. I'm like, I'm not even leaving my car here. By the way, I should have just went in. But anyway, it's all good. She comes back out. She shows me all the.
I find that funny for so many different reasons because you're online doing this YouTube shit, calling out other people for their L's. Meanwhile, your life is in shambles. Nobody knows it. Privately, you're going through all sorts of fuckery, and then your L's become private. Or become public. Fucking that up. Let's get back into this.
The pills, whatever. She said, whatever. I just gotta take these other pills and we're good. She's like, Are we gonna be good if I take these pills? Are we gonna like like our relationship? Are we gonna be good? And I'm like, well, I forgive you a bit that you're not lying to me anymore, and of course I'll be nice to you, whatever the case is. Cool, that happens. That happens for 2 more weeks. After that happened, we get into another argument. I think it was about a girl. I was about to go to L.A. Remember the time I was supposed to go to L.A. with the Kyrie shit? Was it that? And I ain't go? Bro, I told you she have access to all my... I don't know how, my nigga. Bro, I don't know how she gets into... Bro, she sees every travel document. Bro, I don't know how. She seen that I booked like two bitches flights. She like, because I told her, you not coming with me to LA. She like, yo, you about to go to LA with 2 bitches? Wilding out. I'm like, just, oh my God. Once again, she come, she dropped down 4 pills in like a cup. And she said, I knew your bitch ass was going to do that. That's why I never fucking took the abortion pill. And those bitches, I messaged them and I sent them my fucking sonogram picture. Whatever. I'm looking again like, bro, I'm just sick of this, bro. I've been through this with another girl, bro. Like, what's up with women like thinking they can hold pregnancy over a guy? Like, my nigga, you can't hold a pregnancy over no fucking dude, bro. It's either like you're gonna have a family and the guy wants to be part of the shit, or he's not. Like, you can't force nobody.
You
anyway,
stupid.
Here's the next thing that happens. The next thing that happens. All right, cool. Now, 3 weeks pass. Bro, we're just not even really talking. Right now, sometimes I go play basketball. She'll try to come out and like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to have a really loving relationship with her, bro. I really cared about this girl, bro. Not ain't gonna lie. Again, I think, just truthfully, and I don't want to make her look crazy, even though she probably just think me talking about.
Simping. You really cared about this girl. You loved her, but you. Yo, I can't do this right now. This is bad, man.
Bro, the issue is that, bro, I realized during the relationship that I can't just only fuck one girl for the rest of my life. So I told her, I said, I want to let you, like you a young girl, I want to let you go.
I'm having difficulty with this one because there's too many areas to pick this shit apart. There's no areas where this is a positive. There's no redeeming qualities in any of this. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, yo, there's so many angles and so many fuck ups in this. Yikes.
Live your life and go find that monogamous rich dude that you want. But me, I can't be that nigga. She said, it's cool. We'll find other ways to keep you satisfied. She said that. We both agreed. But after that, she's trying to beat up, bro. She beat up like 2-3 chicks. She's beefing. So I said, how you say you cool with me fucking another girl, but you trying to fight them all the time? And you're doing wild shit. Like, so you didn't really, with the agreement. Anyway. So, remember, we ain't really talking.
This is the same girl that deleted his Discord and deleted his Rumble account. I don't know if he got into that yet. I think he got into that at the beginning and didn't really expound on that. But look at his chat. Ak, you too old to be moving like a rookie, man. Why you deal with girls like this? You have a problem. She tricked you, bro. Like.
Now, 4 days ago. I'll say 5 days ago. Nah, it's more than 5 days ago. More than 5 days ago. Maybe it was right before. It was right before the Rumble thing happened. She comes to me and she says, "Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, this sucks. Like, I hate being in here. Like, I hate being in here with you. We don't talk, bro. Like, we used to like be having mad fun. We don't do nothing like that no more." And we literally had to talk. And I'm gonna be honest, it was a very I literally told her this. I said, I don't want kids right now. I said, it's not that I don't want kids with you. I don't want kids right now. I said, honestly, perhaps in 2 to 3 years, I probably will want a kid. You get what I mean? I don't know if and she's like, oh, okay, so you're saying that if we're together, maybe, yeah, I just kept telling her, I'm like, yo, I never said I didn't want to have kids with you. I think she felt, because one time I was on the stream, I don't know if y'all remember, and she was in here and I started talking about I was like, yo, certain chicks is just for fucking. Certain bitches, that's the mom, right? Like, that's you would have kids with. She was mad over that. I'm like, man, I'm talking to my stream. I ain't talking about you. She thought I was throwing shots at her. So she thought that I just didn't want to have kids with her. I was talking about the Blueface shit. Because, Blueface with his chick, he was telling her he don't want to have kids with her. I'm like.
So the girl that can't make the distinction between your content speaking for the masses, personalizing everything, that's the girl that you chose to move in, the girl putting trackers in all your whips. The only way you could see past the millions of red flags with this relationship set up is if you are 1,000% simping. You're with a girl that you believe is more attractive than a girl you deserve. So you're just doing the most.
ain't saying I would never have kids with you. I'm just saying right now ain't the time for me. And that's how my mental processing is, right? So we have this talk. She's like, all right, okay, you know, I just want a relationship to get back to where it could be. I'm going to take the pill. Now, I ain't going to lie. All of a sudden, she just found the pills and she took them then. Now, the only reason why I told you that, and I know it's very intrusive, but I'm trying to be very honest about the whole story, is because here's the thing. You can't keep being manipulative. And, like, you can't be manipulative with certain things, right? I don't know exactly what the legal, or not legal, but the health thing is, but she was playing with her own body. Like, my nigga, if you're going to go use the abortion pill, when you go to Planned Parenthood, they do a blood test and a sonogram. It tells them how far along you are, and you need to take them pills ASAP. You can't play with your boyfriend, hold it over his head and dangle it like a carrot for 3 weeks, and after 3 weeks, you're like, oh, okay, now I'm ready to take it. Bro, after a certain point, that pill don't even work. You got to go get that shit removed. So she's dangling it over my head, and then way past the time the doctor told her to take the pills. She just randomly takes it, no supervision, no nothing, by herself. It works, but she's bleeding, like, in her opinion, way too much afterwards. So that's why, to connect the stories, the night when her mom called the cops, she had told her mom that she can't stop bleeding. And I hate that I had to get this much into it, but I don't want her to, you know, like, because I heard she was in the Discord trying to act like, Shorty, you took the pill, you took it too late, that's why you were bleeding crazily. You went to the doctor. She's fine now, by the way. And by the way, you know, she confirmed to me she was fine. Again, I hate to come off sounding sensitive, but it's like, you know, I'm a man, so I don't want no chick even making it look no type of way, like, yeah. So, cool.
Get him out of here! He's got no place in here! Get rid of him! Okay.
I addressed that. By the way, still none of this means you should, like, if you see me with a girl, you go on my Discord and start doing some weird shit. Nah, bro, you can't do that. You can't hold nothing over my head. She been holding things over my head like, yo, whatever.
I have one question for Akademiks. Why is he telling the public this story? Why is he outing the entire relationship and all the dirty laundry and all the details? It's because she's saying something online? So you have to tell... If a woman's talking your business online after a relationship with her, that just shows the quality of woman you chose to be with, first of all. Secondly, why act like a woman in return and keep her energy? Let her do what she's doing and move forward. I don't even know why these niggas want to tell all their personal business about their private relationships with women. To try to make it seem like this bitch is crazy over me. Oh, this bitch is hounding me. She's crazy over me. I have all these bitches. I'm fucking all these other bitches. Like, it's to play up this I'm him mentality. All these niggas do it. I don't get it. If you're doing it in real life, you would shut the fuck up. You would be Johnny Tightlips. You wouldn't be beaking on these streets. You wouldn't be trying to act and make the crowd convinced that you're that guy. I don't understand these movements. Let's get back into it.
But it's like Kevin Hart when he cheated on his wife and there was a tape out. They're like, oh no, nah, man, I'm about to just air it out. Because you ain't about to hold nothing over my head no more. Anyway, now, here's the other part so I'm about to connect. Remember, she said, because she claimed my mom in the tone my mom told her, like, yo, you should go spend, like, you don't have to stay every day.
He's saying hold it over his head. She could have been telling all this story, the whole story. If you're not there to corroborate it, then you could just be like...
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up.
Stay with my son of your life. Like, go hang out with your mom. Like, you could go home for a little bit. Remember, she's like, oh, she feel bullied. Well, she said she was going to invite her brother to my house, right? She was like, I wanted somebody to, like, hang out with. And also, like, I feel like your parents are like, or like your mom is bullying me. I said to her, I said, that nigga is not invited to my house. Flat out, point blank, period. If he comes to my house, it is trespassing, period. I said, legally, I might have to go to the court to get you kicked out. but you can't bring in whoever the fuck you want to my house. I'm not having it. Big Act is here now. He's like, no, it's my brother. But no, it's not happening. It's not happening. That's where I stood on it, and that's where me and her start arguing a lot today, right before I left to go interview Vlad. Now, let me explain why I said that. I ain't trying to control this chick, nothing. I told her to. I said, yo, you could go hang out with him anywhere else. Y'all could go hang out in the city. Y'all could go hang anywhere else but my house. I do not want your brother at my house. And it's nothing against his brother or her brother, because I met dude, it's cool. But now I'm going to tell you some other shit. Again, TMI, but I got to keep it a bean. My nigga, y'all all know me. Bro, man, I'm living a real life. Like, you know, man, I got issues with niggas. You got weirdos doing all type of shit. All type of shit happening.
TG, you said if he didn't tell it, she may tell this story 10 times worse.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
What platform does she have to be heard to the level of Akademiks? Who is she? We still don't know her name.
Bro, for the most part, nigga, I be moving really on point. I can't afford to slip. I really got niggas to do.
I didn't even say the what ups to everybody in the chat. My bad, I skipped all y'all. What up, TG? What up, D Lovely? What up, Yo Fam? Who else said what up? I'm holding up the show. My bad, y'all. Gotta do the service out here. All right, that's about it. Let's get back into this.
Do not like me. I bet. One time, Rolling Loud done gave me some tickets. Yo, I come through. Man, I ain't finna go to no Rolling Loud New York. My nigga. So what I did was, I told her she could go. And then she was like, oh shit, I want to go with my friend. Her friend from back where she from. Now I know this friend. I've seen the friend before. The friend actually, when I flew her out the first time, like we were vibing so good, my boy was like, damn, does she have any friends? And then she's like, oh yeah, I do have a friend. We brought her friend out. Friend was cool. Friend was chill. This time, her friend coming back out again. Her friend.
Reality Watch. You said she can go on Hater platform and expose his whatever. It doesn't matter. This is the thing. If girls are gonna act like scorned exes and be hurt and tell the information of your past relations, let them do that. Women are going to be women. Women conduct themselves in different ways than men do after relationships or in any situation. If they're gonna act emotionally or spill too much information that should not be public information, they're gonna do that. We're not supposed to follow a woman's energy and a woman's actions. I don't know who raised niggas like him, but it's like, you're not supposed to be doing all that. You're doing the most. All this safe space for men shit on the manosphere and the red pill spaces really left space for weak men to just tell entirely too much. We don't need all these emotions. We don't need all these background stories and details to your life with your significant other. My bad, I'm struggling out here. Let's get back into this. God damn.
Remember, they gonna get the Rolling Loud tickets. It was supposed to be for me. I said, just go to Will Call. Like, you know, Rolling Loud, I hope you don't see this child hate on me. I said, just go pick up them tickets. Just say, yo, just tell me you pick it up for Big Act, nigga. That's what it is. You heard me? Yeah, I think I might get my ID or something. I don't know. Cool. She'd tell me, yo, I want my friend to stay at the crib. Man, I'm going to tell you the truth, man. Let me tell you this about, like, this fame and this lifestyle shit, man. You know, God bless me with you know, y'all and you know, talent or whatever that's made me get to here. But man, a lot of this shit come with a lot of like jealousy and envy and some other shit. Like this house, like it's so beautiful to me. Like this was always the one for me. But like anytime when I talk about women, anytime they get to the house and they see the crib, they look at it and it's always some never good intentions come out of it. No, it's always bad intentions. So she says she want her friend to come. I literally tell her, I said, Shorty, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll put your friend in a hotel. I don't want her at my house. Put her in a hotel. She started wilding on me. By the way, I'm going to connect the story. I'm going to be honest. That was the weekend we were going to try the threesome. So there was another girl there. By the way, anytime I mention another person, these people are vouching for me. So another girl's coming. So she knew, like, we going to try to vibe with this chick. Let's see if it could work. To see if we could work some shit out, right? Cool, bet. But she's like, nah, I don't want to be alone with this chick. Bring my friend out. We could all go to Rolling Loud, whatever the case is. All right, whatever. But I tell her, I said, I don't want your friend to stay at my house. She started wilding. Why you don't let my friend stay at the house? This my best friend. We knew each other since the cradle. We knew her since the sandbox. This my best friend. This my bestie. Why you acting like that when it come to my people? Bro, now the reason why I don't like nobody, I know I got mad enemies. When people come to my shit, man, I take phones. Man, I'm on point. I'm like, whatever.
Stop the cap.
You're on point, but she has access to your entire camera system in your house. She has GPS trackers in your car, but you're on point.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
But back to this chick just all day. I ain't gonna lie. I did some dumb shit. Oh my God, I want to keep arguing with you because that's all she do every day. 12 hours of arguing, 12 hours of, like, even sometimes, I swear, without her, I was streaming two times more. Mad times I'm about to stream, this chick done been arguing with me for like 5 hours. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Mentally, I'm fried. Big App is here now.
She's arguing with you for 5 hours, which means you are arguing with her for 5 hours. Why are you there for an argument to take place for 5 hours?
Nigga, mentally, I'm fried. I'm like, I can't even get on to go entertain my thing. I'm going to sleep, man. Let me just go drink some liquor and go to sleep, man. Just beating down on my soul, man. Beating down on my soul.
Of course. If I'm arguing with my girl for 5 hours,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
what am I doing? Like, what's this?
So bet. She's like, oh, you ain't gonna let my friend stay? I said, fuck it, man. Whatever, she can stay. All right, cool. She comes. They tried to go to the concert. I don't think Roll Out even gave them the tickets. They were like, oh, no, I can't. Like, they was mad keen because, like, the person was like, oh, it was like the influencer manager. They were like, oh, no, we have his number. Like, we're going to hit Ak. Like, we want him. They were just not about to give them tickets. Anyway, they come back one of the nights. And actually, the night before, the friend, who I told you she's been friendly. I don't know, once she came in here, she's like, damn, yo, this shit is lit. I told her, like, you know, I can record music over there. She's like, yo, we got to make a song, blah, blah. Now, I ain't saying this place. I'm going to tell you why it makes sense. So the last night when they ain't getting rolling out that night, they come back. Remember that chick said she wanted to record some shit. I said, nah, it's cool because I'm not going out with y'all. Because if I'm going out, I got to get security, this, that, and third, something. Like, most of the time, bro, I got stripper pole and everything I need in my house. I don't never got to leave. You feel me? So I'm like, shit, all right, y'all can go if y'all want to go, but I just don't want to go. Now, oh, y'all want to kick in and just make music in the crib? Oh, we could do that.
All right, so we are 43 minutes into this soliloquy, and this is the biggest deflection to get away from the herpes talk. So what's going on?
All right, bet. So tonight I'm ready thinking we finna be up in here making music. The chick came back with the other two, and she said she tired. She's like, oh, I'm just mad tired. I'm sober. Now I'm gonna get to somewhere. So damn, she was mad excited about music. Just gonna go to sleep now. Whatever. Now I'm gonna skip to something very important now. And this is where it gets serious. At 4:30 a.m., thanks to the Lord God himself, And by the way, I'm not blaming this on my chick. You know, trust me, I've whatever. Thank God we were up. There was 2 dudes, one with a Draco, an AK-47, and another nigga with a pistol that tried to run in my house. Now, there's car thefts that happen. I remember, luckily we were up. They didn't get in. But it was crazy because they ran a route to the crib. Like, I got this mad space. They ran to one's place. Shit was kind of spooking me out, fucking me up. But there's car thefts in the rich neighborhoods of Jersey these days. Call the cops. The cops come, and the first thing the cops say to me, they almost caught the niggas. But Jersey's whack. That's why, again, I've been giving hints about all this shit. The cops chase the niggas, right? Well, so the bro, it's a rich neighborhood. Cops ain't far away. They get there because the niggas realized they couldn't get in. They're running back to the car type shit. They hop in the car, and the cops didn't box them in, and then they jetted it. In Jersey, they can't chase the guy. They can't chase niggas unless they killed somebody if they start going dangerous speeds. So the police called off the chase. So the 2 niggas who was trying to run down on my house for guns, the police chased them for a bit, and as soon as they got on the big highway, they're like, whatever. So I'm wilding now.
I've seen him do it.
So you called the cops, you described these characters, they didn't do anything for you, so now you're wilding and you're shook and you're looking at your girl who you just allowed to take to the chop shop to get some sort of ill-advised deletion, let's put it that way. You think she set you up or something. Is that what he's implying? Because I don't even understand why he went to this roundabout story, but let's get back into this.
Anyway, the police come back. When they pull up to my crib, they see that time my girl or my ex had her car at my crib. The first thing they say is, yo, whose car is that? I said, wow. So I had chicks around me. I said, let me go talk to you for a little bit. The cop said, I ain't gonna hold you. The nigga we were chasing, because they got license plate readers. So that's why they're like, we got the license plate. Blah. They said the nigga we were chasing, he don't got a Jersey license plate. He got a license plate from that state. The state of the car that's in your driveway. Well, I said, I said, I only know 2 people from there. One's my chick. The other one is her best friend, the one she knew from the cradle. Bet. Whatever. Cops come in, whatever. I'm start looking at some of my cameras and shit like that. They come back with a name. And right when they come back with a name, because I'm looking at the cameras shit, what I noticed is that 3:30 a.m., remember the chick who said she wanted to record but she was sleepy? She woke up, walked directly to one door, opened it, and went right back up to where she was sleeping at. The cops locked the girl up. And also it was mad obvious because when all this shit's happening, she never left her room once. I know she was acting like she was sleeping, but she ain't. Bro, you hear mad commotion in the crib like, yo, nigga, this shit could be a whole. Nigga, that's exactly how Pop Smoke got killed. Anyway, the police took her, blah, blah, blah. Like, all 3 of them, they got charges now. They locked up. Or the 2 dudes locked up. Her best friend got out because she ain't had no like priors. Them other niggas, they like big criminals down in Virginia. Like them niggas were shooting. They got like 5 shooting cases. I'm like, how these niggas were even free? Like they shot 5 niggas. You know what I mean? Anyway, I only tell y'all that story, and that's a real life incident. You know, I was never gonna really bring that on.
Stop the cap.
Something about that sounds a little fishy. Something about that sounds off. Nope, this is the herpes video. He's just very long-winded. There's 2 videos of him speaking on it. He speaks on it once, and then he feels like he needs to come back and expound even more after getting cooked in his comment section. So we have both of those videos here. Akademiks is very long-winded. I will cut this up into a smaller clip after this is done. because this is ridiculous. Let's get back into this. Y'all hit the like button.
And by the way, I ain't blaming my chick. Or let me stop calling my chick my ex. Because truth be told, she's the one who locked the door that her friend opened. And according to the police,
Solo, you said moving super sloppy for a rich dude. Shake my head. This is what I'm talking about. He had the gumption to sit up here and say, "Oh, I moved proper." After all of these things happened, "Oh, I moved proper." This sounds like Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's like, what are you niggas talking about? What is moving proper if this is how you're moving?
it was just a random, like she wasn't in on it, no type of shit. Trust me, like my mom swore she was in on it. But nah, she literally was like, "Oh, why is this open?" And she locked it. And honestly, that saved the situation from probably being very serious. So I'm not blaming her for that. But I'm telling you why the mentality exists with me. Sure, you can't invite nobody from your family, no friends, nobody from your hood to my house no more. You get what I mean? You say you knew that girl from the sandbox. And she called, by the way, they realized the nigga whose car it was is the girl that was upstairs' boyfriend. She hit her, like this is what the police told me. She hit her.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. I have to pull this back to make a quick point because this is ridiculous.
You can't invite nobody from your family, no friends, nobody from your hood to my house no more.
You can't invite anybody to your house no more. After all of this, you still did not leave this chick. You still did not remove her from the premises. You still didn't kick her out. I know you made it more difficult for yourself by making her actually move her mail, make this her mailing address, but you're an idiot. You've had all these signs, and now it came down to the point where she's in the Discord spreading gossip. She took down that Discord. She took down your Rumble page after that $1 million deal you had. I don't know how much it is, but it's like a 7-figure, 8-figure deal. I'm hearing. I don't know, but it's a big deal you have with Rumble. She fucked that up. All these things happened prior, and you did not release her. Simping. That is simping.
You get what I mean? You say you knew that girl from the sandbox. And she called, by the way, they realized the nigga whose car it was is the girl that was upstairs' boyfriend. She hit her, like this is what the police told me. She hit her boyfriend. She took pictures of my house inside of it that they would know where to go. And then they made the plan to say, all right, I'm going to act like I'm finna sleep early. I'm about to open the door at this time. When you get here, blah, 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 blah. Again, by the grace of God, this shit did not go left. You feel me? By the grace of God. And by the way, I'm going to be honest with you. It did bring me and my ex closer because, again, still, even though it is her friend, like she the one who did close the door. You feel me? And according to the cops, because the way they get warrants for everything. Like there was no communication with any of those people with my ex that could make it look like she was a part of it, and they stand by it. They said no, she didn't do anything. Actually, if anything, she did something good.
1, 2, 3. We don't give a fuck about none of that.
So I don't want to make it seem like I'm blaming her for that, but this is the reason when she telling me her brother finna come here. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I know it's your blood. But to keep it real, you not inviting a motherfucking soul to my crib no more, nigga. No. You anybody gonna get me backdoored twice? Not saying that she did that. But you're not gonna invite people who every time people come to the house, they sizing it up like, damn, they must got some shit. Nah, nigga.
Stop it. Get some help.
For the last time, what is wrong with this nigga? You're giving these stupid ass rules instead of leaving.
I ain't going like that.
I'm done, man.
So that's the reason why I was wilding on her today. I'm saying, bro, you're not bringing nobody. I don't care. You're not bringing your brother to my house. Last time you gave me a recommendation for somebody to come to my house, it was a chick you said you knew from the cradle.
This is what's so bad about his storytelling. The fact that he ended up back to, oh, you're not bringing your brother to the house. This is why. but we didn't know because he was telling that story like 25 minutes ago. And then he got to this roundabout way of telling this is why we don't want the brother in the house. Nigga, why is she in the house? Why are you still together? And he's on air talking about Blueface and Krishan. Oh, why ain't he lead a bitch? Why ain't he lead a bitch? He's saying the same shit I'm saying on air. Meanwhile, he's in this position. 7 Ann with the $5 super chat. Shout out to you. When you ain't used to getting kitty, you make excuses to keep a clown around. High school, he was a lame. Hey, I ain't arguing with that. Let's get back into this.
She called her boyfriend, and I always keep asking him, like, how are you friends with, like, one time I'm in the airport with her, she talking to that same friend. That girl tells her that her boyfriend, oh yeah, my boyfriend just shot up somebody's block. I'm like, nigga, how is that your friend if you don't do shit like that? How does your best friend randomly, nonchalantly tell you that her boyfriend shot up a block, and you're not like that, and you're just like, oh, okay. My nigga, you should have told me. Yo, that's the reason you shouldn't even suggest that chick. Anyway, I don't even, like, that shit just kind of, trust me, it gets spooky.
All the you should have done this, you should have done this, instead of what yourself, Akademiks, should have done in these situations.
So essentially, those are the two things, right? I know she's been a little emotional because of like the abortion or whatever the case is, but bro, you can't hold some shit over my head or thinking that means we're going to be together, or thinking that, you know, like, we've gotten past shit, but when you going online and saying all type of stuff, like, bro, at one point, like, I went to Miami, she couldn't, like, she usually finds out immediately who I messed with. She couldn't find out who I messed with. She did the craziest shit. I've never seen some shit like this. Bro, she made a fake page and pretended to be some anonymous chick that I fucked. Because she's mad. You know when girls, they're thinking you fucked 30 girls in Miami, right? She's like, hey, by the way, I think, I just got an STD test. I'm positive for it. It was like, yo, chlamydia. She was like, so she looked at me, so she sent it to me. I know this is a fake page. I ain't say nothing. Then she sent it to herself like a week later, and she was like, why is somebody telling me? I'm like, first of all, nobody even knows your Instagram to even DM me, but cool. She's like, why is somebody telling me that you caught like chlamydia in like you caught chlamydia in Miami? And I'm like, bro, you're just trying to get me to admit who I fucked. I get it. It's just one of those things. You know when a woman just trying to, she wants to know who, because this is her plan. If I know who you're fucking with, I'll ruin their life. They'll leave you alone, and I stay with you. Which is ridiculous. Like, you can't run, like, in her mind, she's like, I'm going to run every girl away. I'll say anything. I'll run them away. And then when I run them away, I'm going to have you.
Nigga, if you don't get to the herpes, pause. The fuck, man? All this... Let me just skip ahead a little bit. This nigga just taking his time.
This is it right here. Look. I know I'm not lying. Virginia couple faces charges for attempted armed home invasion in New Jersey. Look. The couple is in custody after authorities tie them to trying to break into a Jersey home. It happened, blah, blah, blah. When blah, blah, blah. They learned that the suspect attempted to enter the house through the back door. Like,
if it doesn't say this is your house,
literally, they put it in there. The back door.
You could have just took any miscellaneous story that's somewhat close to your area and ran that, but I don't even care if it's true or not. That's not what the story is about. I'm not here to verify that.
We don't care.
Back door.
We don't care.
Today, when the police came, trust me, I made sure, like, despite what she did, bro, I didn't even know she did, bro. You know she did. By the way, this is how much of a hater she is, and this is how forgiving I am, bro. She did all that, bro. She deleted my Rumble account. That's why we're not on Rumble right now. I had to hit the CEO, said, bro, could you get my account back, bro? They said, wait, were you hacked? I said, I don't know, maybe. They said, bro, I'm gonna be honest, it don't look like nobody else was on your account but you. Bro, she deleted my Rumble account. She deleted it. Nigga, I just signed a deal. She deleted this shit, bro. She deleted my Rumble account. Your friends is trying to backdoor me. You over here got all type of tracking devices on my car. Bro, like my nigga, I need some peace of mind now, man. I need some peace of mind, bro. With all due respect to her, I know, a woman go.
You said act telling 5 stories at the same time. Yeah, that's how you tell a muddy, convoluted story that's very hard to follow, so people can't take note of certain details to understand that you're capping or where you're capping. But he did a bad job because he's capping too many places.
Do any type of, taking an abortion pill or whatever, like that shit is whatever. But man, women, y'all gotta have some belief in yourself, man. Y'all can't you feel like you could dangle shit over their head, and then
once again, lack of accountability. And then you're trying to preach to women. Women, you should be doing this. Women, no, nigga, you should be accountable for your actions.
You can tell that money's the root of all evil, because when she gets upset, I think somebody told me she was like, yo, she tagged like Spotify and Rumble saying, yo, I'm gonna make sure that you lose all the money again. Man, come on, man. Like, bro, like you ain't about to hold no nigga hostage, dog. Like, come on, stop playing. You feel me? Like, you're not about to hold no dude hostage like that, man. It's like, the law is meant to protect women, like women who are actual victims, but don't try to use it to make sure a dude stay in a relationship with you. And again, I wasn't even, like, the relationship was cool until you think you could do whatever. Like, you can't go on social media and put out rumors and lies about me and try to threaten to expose me for shit that didn't happen. And then I'm just gonna I'm gonna be like, well, you know what? I shouldn't have been with that girl. So you know what? You're right. But that's literally what, bro. When the police came in about it, I told them, I said, bro, do not lock her up, because they're like, you won't try. No, don't lock her up. Not putting her in jail. Period. You know what she kept telling the police? Well, he cheated on me. He cheated on, bro. That shit. Only women could just justify all they fuckery with that. Oh, he cheated on me. Oh, he did.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
This nigga need to get to the herpes.
He did, man. Like, if you don't get your ass on out of here, man. Oh, he cheated on me. Once I started rocking with a chick heavy, I be having them living here. That was wrong. I'm probably not the easiest person to deal with in a relationship. Like, you know what I mean? When talking to her, she said, bro, I thought we were going to be in a one-on-one relationship, and then a couple months in, you said you want to do something else. And I told her, I said, well, I also gave you the option to leave.
You stupid.
Once again, he tried to Kalila to Bobby Lee. Get into a comfortable situation, relationship, move in and everything, and then you try to open the relationship on her and act like, she's something wrong, or act like she's wrong for being surprised for your actions after you moved her in and you want to just randomly open the relationship. She was not wifey material. You damn well knew that. She was making an ass of you months ago on Fresh and Fit. You kept her. She did all the things that you listed out because your ass gaslighted her and you led her astray. And now you want to get on these airways and try to paint her as the villain. Meanwhile, because you set her up to be that. You let her do that. Any man in these type of situations understand that this shit is always your fault. Oh, she's a crazy bitch. Why are you dealing with her? Why are you moving her in? Why is she GPS tracking all of your shit? They always want to say men control access to relationships, women control access to sex, which that is true, but then they don't move accordingly.
I said, well, she's like, well, I was hooked by then. I get you, but it's life now. It's like, you have the option to leave. You can't just, like, only women could really kind of rely on their emotions and shit like that. But, I think I kind of hit everything. She started putting out some just weird, incorrect stuff about me, whether it's, I think she put out, like, a thing with a bottle, right? Like a pill bottle, which that bottle definitely is real. I'm gonna tell you how that, like, One time, this is how like sick she really had me like fucked up with shit. Man,
He's about to go off on another tangent. I'm gonna spare us all.
And got terrorized, bro. Bro, she's called she's called and canceled people's she called people's jobs. Like one of these girls, and they really innocent to me. Like I'm gonna take the blame for even involving them into the bullshit I have. She called their jobs. She's sending naked pictures to their fathers, bro, doing all type of shit, terrorizing other women. Like, yo, bro, you can't keep a nigga loyal. If you can't keep a nigga loyal, you gotta just move on, my nigga. If that's what you are so triggered by, you gotta move on. And I've been trying to tell her that. Listen, I'm sorry, man.
If you're gonna live with that standpoint, you gotta live with the results. She's doing all this crazy shit because you put her in the position to open the relationship on her, and she's acting crazy. She doesn't want to leave. She didn't want any of that. You're not moving her out. You're not kicking her out. You're not breaking up with her. You said you can leave. That's not a breakup. You can leave is not a breakup. You have to not physically, but you have to verbally present the breakup. You can't be mad when she's doing all this crazy bitch shit. You're unaccountable.
At this point, I'm at an honest period in my life. A chick trying to get down with me type shit. I ain't gonna give you the belief that you're gonna be the last pussy I fuck on earth. I can't even be honest and say that no more. You know what I mean? If you're down with that type of program, all right, cool. We can deal. You ain't down with that type of program, we ain't even need to talk. Because if we get past certain points, you gonna be like upset. Oh shit, I thought we were locked in. All right, I haven't looked at the comments, but I'll look at the comments now.
Look at the comments, niggas. You didn't even get to the herpes. What the fuck are we doing out here?
I ain't use your name, and I ain't gonna put your social media nor your picture up there, nothing like that. Even though hopefully, shit. I wasn't trying to after that shit happened in Miami. Now, granted, Fresh and Fit said this falsely. And it was acting like one of the girls was like, she escort. She doesn't. She's not an escort. And she was really keen on. She's like, yo, I don't want to get embarrassed. Could you please, go online and defend me? Just tell them that's not true. And she was very careful about how she's. And I understand that, bro. She's not a public figure. I'm a public figure. No matter what y'all say about me right now, no matter what you say about me, I'm still be online tomorrow. No matter what you say about me, I'm still be online next week, right? And I try to protect her in a lot of senses like that, but it's like I can't just not tell the honest truth after you're now just putting out random information about me to make me look away, and you fucking delete. Put it like this. This is how you.
What?
All right, Mayhem's Dead said no more academic streams. The man's boring as hell. But you were in the chat saying you were ready for this shit. You didn't know what you were ready for, my nigga. What the fuck? Before the stream started, I thought you were ready for this academics bullshit. This long-winded fat nigga.
No, this chick's a hater. Nigga. So, when I went down there for Trump, bro, this is a business thing. We went down there. I went down to Miami to be on UFC, and the guy from Rumble was gonna tease announcing me as a signee. This is a business trip, bro. She booked because I fly first class, bro. She booked the first class flight right next to me. I was trying to leave her at home, so I was trying to leave.
All right, this is a new rule. All right, I'll honor the rule. This is what we're gonna do. Anytime I do an academics reaction, I will do my due diligence and chop it up. I will edit it down so we don't have to deal with these roundabout, long-winded stories. How about that? If I ever do an academics reaction again, because I may not. I'm 0-7 against this guy's copyrights. He's always copyright claiming this shit. So it's it's not even worth it. Let's get back into this.
Her here, she's like, oh no, I think I'm going. So if you're going to Miami, I'm gonna go somewhere too. The day of when I'm about to leave, she said, oh, by the way, we're on the same flight. What do you mean we're on the same flight? Nigga, she booked randomly the seat next to me. And be like, oh yeah, we're on the same flight going and coming. What? Bro, you tweaking right now, bro. And then with y'all though. I want y'all to help me though. I end your life. bring this shit to the fans, like, cause people, and by the way, like, you know, for people who have seen it, like, dog, are you coming alone? These people don't want you around no more. 7. But shit, I'm just here for a good fight. I ain't really put no money on this, so let's just see. My boy Braun winning. Man, I've been in this shit so long, but they said everything about me, dog. Like, that ain't no angel. Yeah, I might not be, like, you know, like, she was texting me today. You're such a horrible boyfriend. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I might be. But I've told you to leave. Like, bro, I'm not twisting your arm like, that's my daily driver, nigga. Like, fuck away from me if you want like that. You feel me? Like, you can't do that ghetto shit no more. Drink my little, allows you to multi-stream. Still, I wouldn't be able to stream.
Wait, that was the first whole video. There's another video. He was supposed to talk about it in that video.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Nah, hell nah. Hold on. There's no way I butchered that editing like that. There's no way. He spoke about it in that video. I'm not, yo, hold on, y'all.
On YouTube, Twitch, and all these other platforms right now.
What the?
I would have to be exclusive on their platform. The reason why I fuck with Rumble.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Business.
We ain't doing that. You gonna talk about it, sir.
Maybe what I'm gonna say. Or
nah, it's somewhere in here. You talking about it, sir. We
there's
ain't.
people who I fuck with, who I try to help them along. But I see people who a year.
You don't care, nigga.
Don't know you. They simp. It's fine because.
Oh, there we go.
Discord through my computers. Like if I didn't lock it, and being upset, and I see some people say simp, is fine because these are all things that I'm willing to take an accountability for. My actions weren't in line with a rational thinking person, but this is what I've always said too. When you love someone, you become irrational. You do. You cannot love someone without two things.
Beta.
This for the bitches, nigga.
And for the people who really watch me, y'all will know that I'm keeping it really true and transparent.
Stop the cap.
I've even like debated with like Fresh and Fit about this. Love comes with vulnerability. You cannot love someone without being vulnerable. You can't just be this steadward or steadfast person that you cannot. If your emotions or your feelings or your person cannot be affected by the other person, you're not in love. So, if you want to say simp, I don't care. Like this is the difference between me and. Remember when me and Fresh got into it? Not to throw him under the bus. I was just telling him, I'm like, I don't give a. In certain senses, she was kind of cool with that. But then when it happened, she was not cool with it. She wanted to beat bitches up. Like she would just be mad for a while. But eventually we would get over it. Anyway, so that kind of clears that up. There is a picture. A picture that was floating around, which is where everyone was like, yo, that's picture proof of herpes. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
There we go. There we go. Hold on.
Because
we finally did it. I didn't fail, y'all. Let's get into it.
Thank God for all the people who believe that, I'm going to assume, to y'all benefit, y'all don't have herpes or y'all don't know what it is. Y'all never Googled it. That's not herpes. Like, I'm going to be honest. So I started working out a little bit. I was sweating. I got a little belly. The sweat would kind of fucking like, you know, obviously you sweating, blah, blah. And motherfucking I got ingrown hairs. The funny part, the only reason why she has the picture is because she took a tweezer and fucking removed the ingrown hairs. Now, by the way, I'm not. You up here trying to get people sick.
All right. All right.
I'm not blaming her because I don't think she never put it out there and said nothing like that. This is people. This is like the losers like Sharp and like Blueface. And by the way, I understand why Blueface is saying this. Like, I'm really even keeled in most of this.
Y'all make sure you hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. We did it.
Because I looked at some sore on his lip and I said, that might be motherfucking herpes. You know what I mean? When he was sucking out that green juice out of Krishan Rock's nasty snatch, I understand that. But anyway, the reason why I had mad ingrown hairs, and I had to like get them removed, whatever. Remember watching a YouTube video, she helped me with it. And again, I'm not blaming her for that because I think she just wanted to put out just unflattering pictures, whatever the case. I don't care. Cool. So that was that. No STD, no herpes. But again, I can't be that mad at like say Blueface. I'm gonna speak on Blueface specifically because I joked around about Blueface maybe having herpes too.
Hold on. Before we get into that, we're gonna get into that shortly. Mayhem's dead. You better be a woman.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
If you're not a woman, that's what the super pause came for. But can we get some confirmation, bro? Or ma'am? Please make it be ma'am. What's going on here?
Also, I can't be that mad at like say Blueface. I'm gonna speak on Blueface specifically because I joked around about Blueface maybe having herpes too, right? Like I can't be mad, bro. I just can't be mad. You know what I mean? I'm a person who I talk shit all day. I gotta understand that shit comes back, so I'm not that mad. All right, but for the people who wanted to know the truth, that is not true. And I did have ingrown hairs. That's a fact. You feel me? I've had ingrown hairs other places. I feel like at one time I had like a few ingrown hairs under my arm. It's weird. I don't know. Whatever. Cool. So I've explained the medication, whatever. What else? I'm trying to think of it. Somebody said that was looking crazy. Yeah, it was looking crazy. But okay. Okay. You're right. It was looking crazy. Bro, the reason why she took a picture of it, and by the way, I was okay with her taking a picture of it. She was like, hey, I'm going to take a picture of before I get the hairs out till after I get the hairs out. Cool. Again, I'm not thinking women are using and saving.
All right, so I'm trying to react to this DJ Akademiks shit, but this shit is weirding me out. This nigga said got him and laughed. And you didn't confirm your gender yet, sir or ma'am. What is going on here? This is bizarre. These aren't the type of jokes that we make in the chat. I'm like 5 seconds away from telling Ahmad to kind of, time you up for a second. Too much goddamn zest in the chat. Let's get back into this.
Been weird pictures to use against them. Now, that's naive. That's my fault. But that's what it is, right? What else? I'm trying to address everything. Somebody said we don't need to hear about your ingrowns. I gotta tell you about the ingrowns because, let me tell you this. If anybody, by the way, if anybody goes online, look, let me see if I can type in the medication. Doxycycline. And by the way,
okay, so he's getting into the medication that Blueface said he posted in the clip. He said Livingston Allen doxycycline mono. I don't know anything about that shit, and I don't want it in my Google search engine because you know what I mean. That's just I don't want to search that shit.
And if you want to know why she put that up, I'm gonna tell y'all why. Remember when the person hit me up, and then remember when she asked me, I went to the doctor and just got the pills. No, or I like fill some shit out and just got the pills, right? Because I'm like, if I did get chlamydia, let me just get the treatment, like whatever. Because I ain't gonna lie, one time in the past, about 4 or 5 years ago, I got a test for chlamydia, and I swear this is TMI, but I love telling everything. I swear they put something in my penis hole, and it was the most painful thing I ever had. So.
What?
Wait, when the person with the anonymous thing said, hey, listen, go get tested for chlamydia, I was just like, fucking tested. I'm not getting, this is a real test, by the way. I'm not trolling on. This is no gay shit, too. This is what happens at the doctor's thing when they got to get a sample. They put this long Q-tip. I said, fuck that test. I'm just going to go get the treatment. You get what I mean? So if I did have it or I didn't have it, I just got the treatment. That's what I was on. So anyway, really to give you the whole story. So she finds the pills of me doing that. She says, well, why didn't you tell me? Even though, by the way, I think she set the whole thing up, but I don't want to sit here and place blame on her. I was just like, yo, I literally told him, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm pretty sure I didn't have anything because usually with some of these things, like with males, I looked up all the shit, like it's visible, or like you would have some symptom, I had no symptoms. Later on, remember the only reason why this even came up.
What are the odds you have the picture of this shit coming out in your stomach, you have the meds from the prescription that you got for your alleged chlamydia, and Blueface running around saying you have herpes? Oh no, because she said that in the, it's okay, never mind, I'm putting it together. It's the Discord. That's what it is. It's the Discord.
She said the person DM her too, and I'm like, nobody knew your Instagram, so how did they do it? Anyway, I have some symptom, I had no symptoms. Later on, remember the only reason why this even came up, she said the person DM her too, and I'm like, nobody knew your Instagram, so how did they do it? Anyway, whatever. So that's why I had those pills, period. And by the way, hold on, what's the name of the fucking pill? It doesn't treat herpes. That's the thing. It doesn't treat herpes. It might have been this. Bro, it's something that treats topological shit like acne. And it's an antibiotic.
Topical like acne and herpes?
It's, look, antibiotic. You feel me? So
it's not on our screen. We
it's
can't
one of
see
those
what
type
he's
of
looking
things.
at.
Again, that's not a herpes thing, right? Yeah. Anyway, I could say that till I'm blue in the face. Even though I'm Blueface, I'm pretty sure it's, you know, whether it's Blueface or others, they're gonna try to say that's herpes. Again, bro, if you've seen a dick full of bumps versus a stomach that had like ingrown hairs, that's different. All right, cool. I feel like I'm addressing everything.
Yo, why doesn't he do the whole Cardi B, Tasha K route and sue everybody for defamation saying he has herpes? Because that's a serious allegation. Herpes? Even the mere rumor has people thinking that certain folks still have it, like the Usher rumors and everything. You can't get rid of those rumors. Once someone puts that label on you, it's like you have to sue for defamation or it's pretty much sticking.
So once I had a clap scare, I didn't have a herpes scare. What are you talking about? Like, the internet's creating a herpes scare. I definitely had a chlamydia scare. I definitely had a chlamydia scare. I will definitely say that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I definitely had a chlamydia scare.
Now, it's easy for you to admit to the chlamydia, something that's easily removable. It's not a lifer. This is very bizarre. This whole thing is bizarre. Would anybody know about this if the herpes and all the other things wasn't handled or wasn't outed? This sounds like he is doing a PR cleanup, which is quite obvious he is. But I don't know whether to believe any of this stuff. But really and truly, I'm just dissecting it for y'all. I don't really care what he has, because why the fuck would I?
All right. I'm trying to get through kind of most of the questions. Ooh. Someone said I'm worse than Lizzo. Hit the gym. Yep. It was like a slight belly. It was a henny belly.
Nah, he's seen one of the cropped pictures. The other picture that's going down a little too far, pause. And they're saying he has a fupa, and they're saying that's a woman's fupa and all that shit. Like, he's getting cooked online right now on Twitter. It's bad for Akademiks, but this kind of like a weekly occurrence for Ak. So it is what it is.
Okay, what else? Whatever. Hey, yo, bro, listen. I'm gonna be honest. And somebody says, "Ak, you could explain most things, but you have to take the L." I am here to take the L. You're right. Obviously, I think people try to use a herpes thing like that, which, by the way, is funny because everybody loves YoungBoy, right? But still, I just had to clear that up. In terms of taking the L, I'm gonna take the L that I was dealing with a woman who I sincerely loved, and I clearly loved her, right? Like, I probably spent $200,000 on her. Like,
man's like, yo, what's a little herpes? Usher has it. What's a little herpes? Like, what the fuck, nigga? This nigga just put. Oh, young boy. They love young boy. What?
And when I mean $200,000, not giving her $20,000, bro. It's just like, if we're going somewhere, we're both first class. We're staying in the best places. Bro, I was having things done for her. Like, I get it. I took the L. I'm here to tell you I took the L. But that's what love is, bro. When you love someone, you have to take the L. I told y'all with Tori and what's in it. You gotta take the L. You know what I mean?
You don't.
Now, here's what I'm saying about taking the L. I'd rather take that L than maybe another L that could have landed me in jail. Because you see some of the things that, I didn't think, like, she would ever be using things or gaining info to try to expose me later. Bro, this is who this person is then. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that's not who she is. She's taking sneak pictures. She's trying to, okay, let me take this information. I'm going to try to ruin him with it later. That's not who I think she is, right?
That's not who you think she is because you're not on point like you said you were, right? You said you were on point. You move proper. You're aware of these things. You said you were the prize.
Big App's here now.
But you got to take an L for love? Ain't this some simp shit?
So, of course, if she does all of that, and by the way, I know y'all gonna trip over the 20,000. I'm fucking rich, my nigga. I'm sorry to tell y'all, like, bro.
Oh God.
20,000. I made 10. Like, well, come on, stop it. Come on, stop it, right? I also told her this too. I told her specifically. I said, I'm treating you the way that Angelica wanted me to treat her. Because I ain't spend no. Well, I did give, like, Angelica. I did do shit for Angelica, but, like, this chick I was spoiling. You feel me? Like, just.
That's another one of Akademiks' exes, Angelica, who was feeling, at the time, a struggle rapper. She left him for a struggle rapper because she believed in the struggle rapper. And he actually blew up a bit, and he's on festivals. Or I can't remember the rapper's name right now. But she left him for he was trying to clown the rapper, saying he has more money than him. He's a bum, X, Y, and Z. She still left him for the rapper. So it's like, nigga, multiple L's, and he's always putting out his information with his relationships. This is feminine behavior. Men ain't supposed to do this shit. You ain't supposed to have just because you're a public figure doesn't mean all your information should be public. Let's get back into it.
Bags, all that. I wasn't doing that for Angelica for whatever reason. And me and Angelica, we talked about that too. And I think she felt a certain way about it because she was just like, why didn't you do it for me? And I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, y'all women look at shit in a vacuum. I'm like, I've never been as rich as I've ever been now. Like, nigga, like right now, like, I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even give a fuck about most of the stuff that you women care about. But back then, I was in a place of not knowing where this was going to go. At this point, I got contracts worth millions for years. Like, I don't care about if certain shit, like, if that makes you happy and shuts you up, cool. Yeah. So, by the way, if y'all want to call me a simp for that, I'm going to reject it just off the fact that was my girl. Again, I never thought that she was holding information saying, I'm going to expose him.
You can reject it, Ak, but everybody looks at you as a simp. So you can reject it all you want. At that point, you're just living in denial. If it's consensus, it's consensus.
Over anything. You know what I mean? So again, I'm taking an L for that. Because, as I said, I'm a bad judge of character.
A man that's a bad judge of character will always end up being a simp for some girl that don't deserve it and some girl that's gonna play him. But he also tried to play her in his weird way where he's unaccountable for it. But a bad judge of character, you come on air and say you're a bad judge of character. There's a reason why a lot of people say I'm judgmental. I ain't judgmental. I'm just characterizing motherfuckers properly. Good judge of character. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm a bad judge of character. By the way, I'm watching all the comments on the negotiator page. So thank y'all. Somebody says you're a bad judge of character and you're a trick. I mean, if that's what y'all want to say it as, I think that's subjective. Put it like this. This woman has watched me lose. Put it like this. In over a year, let's say I spent $200,000, right? Not that I gave her $200,000. Just in, you know, okay, if I'm going somewhere, I'm paying for tickets for her, like whatever. You know, like I didn't give her. I don't think I gave her mad money. I never gave her like mad cash or whatever. But here's the thing too. This woman has watched me, like literally sat next to me while I've gambled and lost like $400,000 live, like in 3 hours. I lost $400,000 on a gambling website. $400,000. So it's like, bro, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. You know what I mean? You like, bro, like I'm not caring about money like that. You know what I mean? So again, if that's tricking to y'all, if you could, do y'all lose $400,000 in 3 hours? I did. She's watching me. If she's like, hey, I want to go to the store, can I get $5,000? Of course, in your mind, that's a lot of money. But I just lost $400,000. Literally. Like, by clicks. Sorry. So, anyway.
Yo, that's how you justify the bad decisions?
Jesus Christ.
You know, I don't want to put no blame on her. You know, I've kind of gained to see her side of things. You know, her side of things is this. Yo, I wanted to have a kid with you. I loved you. I'm gonna assume. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm gonna assume she loved me, but I don't know. But she was looking at it like I got pregnant. Even whether I told you the convoluted thing of how she got pregnant. She was like, I lost the kid, and I felt you were insensitive in the sense of you didn't make me feel how I needed to feel in a very emotional time. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been with a lot of girls who took the plan B or whatever. I don't like.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Now, if y'all want to find the rest of this stream, it's on King Akademiks channel. That's the name of the channel, King Akademiks, or The Negotiator, one of his fucking channels. I don't know. It's on one of those channels. But we done here. We got to the bottom of this. That was his take, or him trying to clear up the Blueface claims that he has herpes. So if that was cleared up enough, that's all we got here. Or if that wasn't clear enough, that's all we got here. That's all he says about the herpes. Everything else is just some other convoluted fuckery that I'm not trying to get into. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Next show, actually no, I'm not even gonna talk about the next show. We'll leave that to the next show. We out. Yeah. We have hold on. There's some funny business right now. The mods have been affected. I realized, I'm like, yo, hold on. We've added some new mods. I guess it must have shuffled some of the existing mods. Solo TV 84. I'm gonna need you to leave another comment saying anything. You can leave it random. You can leave 2 dots. It doesn't matter. I just gotta update your mod because you were always a mod here. I don't know what happened there. Who else lost their wrench randomly that was wrenched before? Because that is bizarre. All right, I'm gonna fix that after. We out. All right, we good now.